Today is I think it's day 9. I don't know, man. I all I know is yesterday's video I didn't where's that little thing at? Oh, there it goes. This is a key right here, man. When you got a dog, you can't really buckle him in. Give him the buckle right there. But I didn't really finish off the video yesterday. I did, my workout and didn't really do much past that for the video, and that's because I didn't really do much past that in my day and in my life, because yesterday ended up being, well, I need to put this right here. I don't even know why I went to go behind my head with that because of this microphone, but I put it like this, so I don't know why I even tried to do that. But yeah, man, I had got nothing done yesterday, man, for real. And then today I woke up, my wife had to work basically, and had to leave the house at like 4:30 or 5:30 or something like that. So I was up with the baby from 4:30 this morning until just now, and right now it's 2:43. And she's with the baby most of the time, so I have time to get my things done. But yesterday morning I was mad productive, and then was about to be into my day and just had some stuff happen that kind of took me away from my day-to-day that I've been working on and working towards growing. And I got some things done. Like, I caught up on all my customer emails that I was telling you guys about. I did place the order finally for the next batch of shorts, and I tried to do it a little bit more specific this time to my estimates and what I think we'll do in a drop and stuff like that. But because sometimes I'll over order, and it's never fun to have so much inventory left over. I mean, it's cool because you can give stuff away, or you just have stuff if people want to randomly buy. But the truth is, it's difficult to have, Rocky, I need you to chill. It's difficult to have that much inventory, because dude, traffic is insane right now. Oh my goodness. It's difficult to have that much inventory because you're just sitting on money. It's basically money that could have been in your account, but it's in inventory instead of in your account. And, it kind of just makes things difficult that way. But, yeah, I got ahead on that finally, and it took me forever. And really what I want to do is just get ahead, so I'm not even playing around with that anymore. Like, I'm not procrastinating. I'm not taking time, and I want to be on top of it. I really need to be going ahead and working on the next order as far as drops and stuff like that. Right now, the order that I just placed, I did it. There's going to be one drop in that order. That's going to be, you guys will see the shorts when they get here, but it'll be, they're like split shorts, and then half side is blue, half side is white, but it has like mismatched logos, color logos on each side. And then I have red of the exact same one, and those are the only two colors, and those will be a drop. And everything else that I ordered is kind of like it's like a reset of our inventory. Last year we didn't drop any of our regular colors, any of our like reds or orange or green or anything like that. We didn't drop those to have as our backbone colors, is what we call it. So the goal right now is to get back to that, to where we have our backbone, and our backbone colors are consistent on our website. And I make the order for the backbone colors consistently. Like, once every 60 days, I should be receiving restock of that. And then in addition to that, I should be working on other orders. And that's what I want to do, and how I want to get this thing flowing. But yeah, man. And then today I'm starting the vlog at 2:40 p.m. because I haven't had time to do anything. I didn't go to the gym today. I honestly fell off my meal plan the past 2 days, and that sucks a lot. I did wake up today, and I'm weighing less than I have in a long time at like 226 today, which is pretty dope. But I'm gonna be a little bit heavier tomorrow because I've been eating kind of crazy today, and I've been eating not great the past like 3 days. So, you know, but I'm back on it already. I think I'm gonna be done eating for the day. I might eat something like pretty clean by the end of the day, but still trying to, even though my carbs been out of whack and all that, I'm gonna get back to it. And I'm grateful for this series because this is what when we started day 1, and I'm telling you guys about how hard it is for me to stay consistent or to like bounce back. This is exactly what I mean. We get to day 8, and then my routine is nowhere to be found. But since I'm doing this challenge, but it's really like changing my life, doing this 90-day transformation, 90-day shift, 90-day dreamer, whatever, just these next 90 days that I have all these goals, this is helping me hurry up and get right back on track. Like, tomorrow I'm dialed, you know what I mean? I'm right back eating how I need to eat and all of that. And I haven't eaten insanely bad, but it has been off of program. And it's just stress eating and anxiety eating or whatever it is, just like having so much to do or things going on. Or this is a big thing with being a parent. I have a lot to do, but then I will get completely like sidetracked with things with my son. And I don't think that that's a negative thing. And I think I need to learn to accept it more because I want that to happen. I want to slow down a little bit so I can be present as a father. I want to be present as a husband. So I do like that. And I don't want to get irritated when it does happen. I just need to like shut up and get right back on it. I don't need to complain to my wife and say, oh my God, and I haven't done this, and I'm glad I haven't, but oh my God, I'm off my thing, and I can't watch my son because I got to go to the gym, and no, I've just kind of adjusted, and I've had to sacrifice some of the things that I want to do, to make things make sense, and it hasn't been easy, but we are growing, and I think that this is growth. I think, us being at, I want to say that today is day 9, but being at day 9 and having fell off already, but made progress. Like I'm weighing less than I was, and like I've been pretty disciplined with my eating, other than the last like 3.5 days. And yesterday I didn't really track my calories at the end of the day, and today I just kind of gave up on it. I had some biscuits and gravy yesterday, and we had some leftovers of it, and I had it today, and I'm holding my son. The best thing I can do is microwave something, and in reality I need to just not eat, like just fast for that time, or eat something that is good and easy, like my yogurt bowl or something, and just not make the excuses. But I'm grateful for this and our relationship here, because it is going to help me grow and overcome, because next time around when I have the craving, and when I told you guys about the pizza and stuff on Friday, dang, I guess that means Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday. Bro, it's really been 5 days I have done something that I shouldn't have in a row, eating wise. And those 5 days passed like this. And that's an important thing too. Those days are going to pass anyway. So like, don't screw up in those days. Like the cravings that you're having today, just let it pass, bro. Let it pass. Let it pass. And tomorrow you'll be chilling. You feel me? So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna snag me an energy drink, because I don't want to drink that much caffeine, and I haven't had any, but just to get done what I need to get done today, I feel like I need a little pick me up, man. I need something that's just gonna give me something to just grind for the rest of the day, get the rest of this stuff done. I got to go pack orders, and you know, I'll catch you guys when I get my drink. Here we go, fellas. Cheers. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it, man. That'll do it for the day. We actually ended up getting 2. Let me pull out before this big behind truck trying to finesse something. Yeah, we gotta pack some orders here. What else we gotta do, man? Bro, people in Arizona cannot drive. Like, cannot drive. They suck at driving. Speeding everywhere, acting like maniacs, cutting in and out of traffic. It's really ridiculous, honestly. We're gonna get this light turned on. And we're gonna get to work, man. We're gonna get to work. I'm so excited about this warehouse, man. I mean, you guys know it's just a simple little storage unit, but it has so much potential, man. It has so much potential for growth in here. It has so much potential for amazing content, or just people being able to pull up and shop in person. Like, this has way better in-person shopability than my house ever did, my old spot where we lived at. This place is way better because, I mean, I don't know. It's just such a vibe. Now, the unfortunate part is I haven't been able to spend a lot of time in here, you know, with just having a baby, man, is the biggest shift ever that ever could have happened in my entire life. This has been the biggest shift, and, you know, I wasn't ready for it, that's for sure. But we're doing good now. I'm getting the hang of it, starting to, you know, get things more organized. And, I mean, we have, yesterday actually makes 1 month that we've been here. So, being here a month, I can't say that it has been too terrible. You know, I haven't gotten done the things that I want to get done. But, bro, I wasn't getting stuff done at the other house anyway. I've been lazy. You know what I mean? So, but I just want that feeling where I come in here and it's like, I got this list of things that I'm about to do. And then it's like knocking them all out and then closing the garage. It's like successful day. You know, made $2,000 in a day. Successful day. Closed the garage. Great job, guys. You know, that type of feeling is what I really want. But we'll get there, man. I have all new inventory coming in very soon with new size charts. I've spent a lot of time trying to develop the size charts. Youth XL Tampa. We're gonna start packing orders in here, man. Yeah, the size charts have been, you know, like we'll have Youth XL and then people are complaining that they're too small, and it could be because the shorts are too small, or it's because of our size chart just not being the most accurate. And in all honesty, it's not the easiest, like, it's not communicated the best way that it could be, because it's just by the size on there and like the waist size and the length and all that. But nobody's going around and, you know, having this thing and then measuring their kid and saying, oh, like you don't even really like to do that for suits. Some people do it for suits, but for kids, I mean, I guess that's it. You're going to do it for suits most of the time, and that's really it. You're not going to want to do that for shorts or anything like that, especially, you know, a lot of times I feel like our shorts are gifts to people. Like for Christmas, a lot of people are buying our shorts as a gift to their kid or their grandkid or something, and they don't have the exact waist measurements. So what I've been putting together is a size guide that is by age for youth, and then by weight and height, and then by weight and height for our adult sizes. And I think that that will work out a lot better in the end as far as returns go. And, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, I have been cooked pretty bad. I have been cooked pretty bad when it comes to returns this Christmas and stuff like that, because of our size charts, man. And I thought, really, the Christmas before, I didn't have any size charts on our website, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna add the website. I'm gonna add it to the website. It's gonna help out a lot more people. But having an inaccurate size chart has been the worst thing for my brand, because now people, instead of just guessing and then kind of guessing right, they're going based on my size chart, but my size chart isn't as accurate, or I don't know. It's just not as accurate as it could be. Now there's one of these. Send 35. What are you so scared for, buddy? 35 right there. Oh, okay. So I did have it. And I've been trying to have a better system with packing, or not packing orders, but like checking emails in my house, kind of designing my work day for out here, so when I come out here, I know what I got to do. And I'm just, bro, I'm not the best at executing, man. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm lazy. I don't know what type of entitlement that I have to where I just don't do the things that like need to be done all the time. And it honestly blows, because I need to be locked in, especially for something like this when you have your own business. Like, it's different if you're being lazy and you're working for somebody and they don't really know that you're being lazy when you're not watching them. Like, they don't micromanage you, so you kind of get away with texting on your phone in the bathroom, or like taking 30 bathroom breaks in the middle of the day. But with a business, like, that stuff affects my business. Anytime that I do something like that, I'm only cooking myself. So I need to defeat whatever that gene is, whatever that programming is in my life. I have to defeat it, because especially being a dad, man, there's no excuse anymore. I am responsible for another life that you get in a relationship, you get married, anything like that, you're responsible for that person. But essentially, if things got bad, you could always like not be with that person, and then you're no longer responsible for them. But a kid, there is no leaving that. That is your offspring. That is your child. And it's not like I'm saying, oh, I would want to leave. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there is no such thing as, oh, well, I just won't be responsible then. Like, you can't. I mean, and some people do, but like, their lives are miserable at the end of the day. Anybody that neglects their kids and pretends that their kids don't exist, like, they're obviously not living a good life. They're not doing the right things, and they're not being responsible. Somebody once told me, I was in Lifetime Fitness, and my son was about to be here, but he wasn't quite here yet. He had maybe 4 more months until he was here. And there was a guy that was there, and he had just finished working out. And I had went to the gym at like 9 a.m. and he had finished working out, and he said that he gets to the gym at like 5:30. And I said, dang, man, how do you, and he said he had 3 kids, I think. And I said, man, how do you do that? And he's like, he basically is like, do what? I'm like, how do you like have time to do your own stuff and get in your own workouts and whatnot? And he just said, man, it's hard. And he said, but parenting is hard. And then he said, It's only hard, though, for the dads that care. It's only hard for the dads that care. So if you don't care, it won't be hard. But being a dad is going to be hard. And if you care, it's a blessing because, you know, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, Youth Large Gainesville, Youth Large Tampa, Youth Large Dreamer Blue, and then Adult Small Black Windbreaker, all 1 of 1. Okay. Yeah, I got to get a couple more of these orders packed though, but I'll check in with you guys in a little bit when we finish packing the orders and we got to hit the post. I still got a couple orders to pack, and I'm not going to lie, bro, I've been mad distracted. That's something I need to probably have a little pocket for my phone over there. What's up, buddy? What? What do you even want? What do you even want, Bubba? Huh? What do you even want? You got a potty? Or what? You want to see mom or something? What? What? That's like one of my biggest things though, is I have such a hard time focusing because of my phone, and I happen to have 2 of them. Now, it's better to be on this one because I don't got no social media on this one. This is all business. This is the Android. You feel me? I really need to lock in on using this phone and like setting this one aside. This is like my personal number, all my family stuff, all my social media, and I spend a lot of time on this phone. I end up sitting here scrolling. I just open Instagram to talk about this little camera, and then I end up scrolling for like 30 minutes just talking to different people on Snapchat or through DMs or scrolling. You know, it's one of those things, and it sucks because then I just wasted that time. And I just have to focus, man. And I don't know, man. I have such a hard time being dialed and focusing. And I need to like shut out all distractions and probably leave that. I need to low-key leave that phone in the house or something, because this is the story of my life. And then I get distracted for whatever, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and that's 40 minutes. Imagine each day 40 minutes what you can get done. That's my workout. I could have got my workout done with the time that I'm scrolling. I don't think I've been scrolling for 40. I probably was scrolling for like 15 minutes, but I was on my phone. You know, I was on Snapchat, and then I go to Instagram, and then I went to look at something, and it was all because I picked up my phone to film the video talking about this camera, and then I go down a whole little rabbit hole situation. But it's all good, man. It's all about growth. Every day is about growth. Excuse me. And you know what I was talking about earlier, guys, with falling off of my routine a little bit, eating wise and workout wise, falling off of that it used to be very bad because I would never really get back on it. You know what I mean? I've already kind of told you guys this, but I would never lock back in very quick. And it's because I would view things in such a short-term mentality, man. And I would do things or like I would do things that I don't want to do and fall off of my, like a routine or like something that I tell myself, hey, I'm done doing this. And then I do it 2 days later. The reason I feel like I fall off in downward spiral is because I get in my own head and I get very discouraged because I'm like, dang, I just ruined, like I can't ever stay consistent. I just ruined my progress, X, Y, and Z. And I think in this system that I'm trying to build right now and this mentality and with these videos, I'm not as focused on short term as much, and I'm more so looking at every day as an opportunity to kind of chip away at my goals and chip away at the change that I want to make. And again, it hasn't been easy so far. I've already messed up a bunch. I have already done a bunch of things that, you know, hey, I said I wasn't going to do that, and then I did. Or I was trying to cut this out, and then I ended up eating that thing or partaking in that habit or something that I absolutely hate. But then again, I'm not like too down about it, because the second I break out this camera and I get it rolling again, I feel like I'm back, you know, and it's like, okay, just do good for the rest of the day. Okay, you slipped up. Okay, that's fine. Make sure you drink enough water today. Okay, make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. And I don't know, man. I am for sure grateful for this mental state that I'm in right now. It's not perfect by any means. It's not figured out at all. It's not, that's why I like the way that I'm approaching this segment of my life, or this segment of vlogs, because I'm not so worried about it being so perfect. And you know, when I was doing the videos and trying to, sorry, I had to read this real quick. Got these athletic tees. When I'm doing the videos that I used to film, I would try to film in a day, and then I would try my best to upload, and I would try to pump out the content. I would go, oh, here's 7 days, and then I would slip up, and I would get discouraged because, dang, now I got to show like a slip up, and I'm not feeling good, or I don't look good on camera, I don't feel good on camera, and it kind of screws me up. But with this, it's like, hey, dude, I'm ahead on videos like 2 months right now. Not saying I have 2 months of videos, but doing it this way, when you guys are seeing this video, today is January 20th. So you will be seeing this video, I want to say it is March 30th that you will be seeing today's video, I think. Or it's March 29th. And that, I mean, bro, that's 2 entire months. I'm 60 days ahead of schedule here. And it gives me a chance to catch up. Like yesterday, I said, hey, I didn't like film the end of the vlog. I'm not too worried about it because I'm filming today. And also I didn't upload. And there was the other day, it was like day 6, 7, and 8. I didn't upload yet. And then on day 8, I uploaded all of them and I scheduled them. But if I were posting every day and I went day 5, day 6, day 7, and I didn't post, well, I just missed my streak. Oh, I just screwed up. Oh, I cooked myself. But I don't even have to worry about that with this, because like it's not even like that, you know? And this is honestly the exciting part about the way that we are doing it right now, because it gives me a chance to like be human. And then it also feels good to be so far ahead. And then the really, really, really cool part about it is how far ahead we are going to be. And when you guys are seeing these videos, I have already, you know, been 60 days into my routine, and I have that many videos scheduled, because when you're seeing this video, I mean, there's no way I don't have that many videos scheduled and ready to go. And then on top of that, I'm still in the 90 days when you guys are seeing this. And then I will be starting the next 90 days, the next change, and kind of reviewing the 90 days and seeing, hey, how much progress did I make? How much weight did I lose? Okay, what do I need to dial in? What do I need to fix? What do I need to change or approach in a different way, even content-wise, you know? Because these vlogs, they're probably not going to be very enjoyable to watch. It's probably going to be nobody watching it. It might get 2 or 3 views, and it probably won't even be people watching it until the end. And that's perfectly fine, because, again, this is meant to refine myself. This is meant to keep me on track. This is meant to challenge me. Because if I spend 90 days on camera in a row, at least something, I'm filming something on camera, I'm yapping to the camera for 90 days in a row, I'm going to get better at being on camera. I'm going to get better at thinking of shots, thinking of creative shots, you know, like the one where I put the camera on the garage. I know y'all like that. You know, it's just something subtle, something simple. But that could potentially be a shot in a later vlog. That could, and I'll maybe get faster paced vlogs and make them less like podcast. Or maybe if people like this, if you guys like this and are receiving these well and are appreciating these, then, and of course, if I like doing them, then maybe I just keep doing it this way. But who knows how it'll be by that time. I just know that my goal is growth. That's the day-to-day goal. My goal is not to have a bunch of followers. It's not to be perfect. It's not to change the world overnight. It's really slow, subtle change within myself, and then leaving something behind for my family to have, man. There's something in me that wants so bad that when I'm no longer here, that people can still feel me. You know what I'm saying? They can still feel how I think, what I thought, or that's the same thing. They can just feel me. You know what I mean? They can understand me. They can grasp who I was in each moment of my life. And even if it's not a vlog every day, just opening up the camera and being like, hey, this is what I'm thinking today. This is what happened. This is, the world events, or this is gas prices this week and whatever. And then looking back on it 10 years later, it's like, dang, I remember that. So it's really trying to get out of my comfort zone in my day-to-day for a better future, And I honestly have one of the greatest opportunities to do this because of the situation that I am in with my business and with my life in general. Like, I'm just in a unique situation. I'm going to do something unique here. This person ordered an XL mystery box, but I'm going to put something nice in the mystery box. I mean, we do have nice things in our mystery box, but I'm going to grab something that's, different and kind of expensive, that they wouldn't ever see in a mystery box. This is just on our website, our essential tee. I'll toss this in there. I think that they'll actually love this shirt right here for the mystery box. Getting ready to go to the post office now. Something that I really need to work on this year is Dreamer content itself. I don't even know. Is this camera even on me? I can't see that far. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. I need to work on Dreamer content, though. Like, things that a brand would have as content, but a brand that is Dreamer. Because I don't want to do the TikTok-style videos where it's like TikTok shop. These are the best shorts. I don't care about that. I want to do impactful content. I want to do hard stuff, too, like when we're about to do a drop, like something cinematic, something with some cool people in it or just some dope photos. But I need to figure out what content is best for Dreamer. Kind of like stuff like this, like the 90-Day Dreamer and showing the experience of building a brand. But I want to show building the community side on the Dreamer page. That's low-key what I need to do. Like, for my personal content, it's stuff like this. I'm showing the process of being an entrepreneur, of building this clothing brand and trying to own a business and be a father and be a husband and all these things. But for Dreamer, I somehow need to think of the community and almost like the recruiting of the community. People that don't know us, but that are learning about us. Maybe even videos where, I'm doing things in public, like giving shirts out or getting people's honest opinion of the quote on the back of our shirt, or, a quality of a windbreaker or a hoodie, or different things like that, in our mouth guards and our streamer towels that we have that haven't seen the light of day yet, or like pop-up shop footage and stuff like that. So I need to figure that out, because Dreamer content is going to be something that is very, very important this year, and being different. There's a lot of clothing brands out there, but a lot of the clothing brands they're pretty much the same with the type of content that they create. And it's not the craziest it's not the craziest, like most creative content, because it's all kind of like they're all just kind of stealing from each other. None of it's really super original. There's some people that are very original, but then they make it all about the clothes. And I know that there's a balance to that, because it does need to be about the clothes, because hey, that's what we do, is we sell clothes. But more importantly, we sell a community. We're selling, and not even that you have to buy something to be a part of the community, but the whole brand is based on a movement and a mentality and a way to live and a way to think and a way to chase your dreams and believe in yourself. That's the whole reason for the brand existing anyway. So it fits the demographic of people that, or it fits that demographic, people that are chasing their dreams and people that have dreams. And the clothes are designed for that, and they're designed for chasing your dreams and day-to-day wear. And I want to get to where we have a lot of simplicity and things like that. Here, I'm gonna set this up right here on this whiteboard, and let's just see, because I just want to write down what I just said about this idea. So dreamer content needs to be, it's about the, oh, well, I guess it's not going to be about community. It's going to be about the community that we have and the community that we are building. So events, podcasts, style, I guess, or interviews, and then reaction to I don't know. I have a hard time creating content for the brand, bro. I'm really good at being behind the camera for other people, but when it comes to my own thing, for some reason, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I'm doing, don't know how to do it, can't stay consistent with it, whatever, but we will get there. We'll get there. But, kind of a scary thing is I got to get there quick, is what it feels like. But then again, if we're building longevity, maybe I don't need to like ride the wave of momentum. Like the people that mess with the brand, as long as I'm taking care of our customers and our supporters, they're always going to come back, when I do something new, so maybe I don't need to rush myself. And maybe that's what this 90-day thing is helping me with. I think it's going to help me. I keep talking about it, bro, and I just want to flow in it eventually, but right now, me talking about it constantly reminds me to stay focused on it. But I think something else that it's going to help me with is having delayed gratification, because we want to get views immediately. I want to go film something, and then I want to post it, and then I want to go and look and be like, what did it do? How did it perform? And it's like, for the brand page, I don't know if I need to be that consistent with content. I think it's important, but if we're building something bigger, then the content that I'm doing for the brand needs to be more thought out and maybe less in people's face and kind of more exclusive on the content side, and more volume with the in-person stuff. Like I'm in-person networking, I'm in-person selling shirts or handing stuff off, because that's going to build the actual community. And the online stuff is just to showcase the community that we have. That's what I need to go and write down on the board. But I got to get to this post office and, probably call it a day after that, as far as just anything with orders and maybe even in here. I need to do some stuff on the computer. But what's so great about this new place that we moved to is that there is a gym on the property. So I didn't have the chance to go to the gym this morning, My workout only takes about 35 minutes. I'm not going to spend the whole time yapping. I might not even show you guys really any parts of it, but I am on my way to the gym. And then I'm right back on schedule at that point. I mean, all I got to do is go through this workout, man. And it's really not that difficult. And I'm so grateful that I don't have to drive nowhere. I don't have to deal with crowds. Bro, don't nobody at this complex use the gym. I mean, I've seen 2 people in here. We've been here a month already. I've seen 2 people in here. And yep, sure enough, there is nobody in the gym right now. And I feel like right now would be like prime time. It's like, 5:30 p.m. And it's just so cool because I got the key for the gym is literally right here. Boom. And now we in here and we have a whole gym to ourselves at this point. And I am excited to get my workout in today because I have not had the chance to get in here. We're gonna put the camera up, bam. And now we got the whole gym to ourselves. And we're gonna start it off with some stretching and get into a lift. I've been having the desire to have a pump so bad, but I'm not lifting enough weight right now to have a pump. And I'm not necessarily too worried about it. It's something that I'm working towards because I want this to be longevity. I want to be able to work out and not be hurt or, my workouts have been full body workouts. And I'm grateful for that because, what's the common thing is like the gym bro lift where you got like push pull legs, and then you stick to that. But the difficult thing with me being someone that is so inconsistent is that push pull legs is, okay, I got push and then pull and then, oh crap, I can't go to the gym. And then next day is like, okay, legs. And then it's push and then it's like, oh crap, I can't go. And then I kind of get cooked. And then when I was working at this gym, it was a very high level gym I was filming at. And the guy gave me a workout routine, but the workout routine followed what all of the professional athletes that train. And what he recommends is not push-pull legs. Actually, you're lifting chest and back in the same day. You're lifting arms, it has its own day. And then you're lifting shoulders has its own day. And core has its own day. And then you have 2 leg days. So his schedule is 6 days a week. And being someone that is very inconsistent, and your days of the week, Monday is chest and back, or no, Monday is legs, Tuesday is chest and back, Wednesday is core, and then you go back to legs, and then you go Friday is shoulders, and then Saturday is arms. But what would happen is, oh, I missed Saturday, I didn't work out on Saturday, and then Sunday is the off day, and I'm not necessarily making up for it, and I would just cook myself in my own schedule. So as of right now, the goal for me is to not get, super big or lift super heavy. My only goal is to be here, do the thing that I need to do. I'm basically stretching with weight. I'm trying to do full range of motion. I'm trying to do full range of motion squats, full range of motion curls, leg extensions. I already told you guys my workout, but that's the goal for me. And then after these 90 days, I will completely change the program to something else. Maybe it'll be still full body, but it'll change. The workouts will change. Or maybe it'll be somewhat full body, but it'll be like maybe upper, lower, so that way I'm able to attack a muscle group a little bit harder than right now, because I can't go super hard with legs and super hard with arms and super hard with chest all in the same workout. That's why it's usually split into the gym bro type of workouts. But I probably got about 40 minutes. I'm going to time my workout, and I'm going to try to stay undistracted. I'm going to try to just push this thing through, and, we'll call it a night, and that's a win at that point. So see you guys. We just finished it. 38 minutes. That's what it took. 38 minutes. That's not too bad for a full workout. Full body workout. I actually feel great, and I did lift heavier than I have, the 10 or 9 days I've been lifting. So I will keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Get up and get after it today. Figure it out, man. Hey, it's 9 p.m. I thought I was going to end this vlog, but I'm not. We are working. We are still working. And actually, I got quite a bit done. And I'm not going to say it was the caffeine, but I'm also not going to say that it wasn't the caffeine. So I had all of these shelves. Well, not all of these shelves. These 2 shelves right here, or 2 slots. Goodness, I'm tripping. That's also the caffeine. These 2 slots right here had shorts that were like not in a bag. And I just rebagged most of them, and this is all that I got left. It was probably like 40, 50 pairs of shorts. And then, yeah, I mean, we in here working now. I'm probably going to count inventory. You know, I'm just kind of in a flow right now, in a bit of a flow state here. I'm going to set you guys up on this. Here we go. And we'll probably go right here. I'm in a bit of a flow state right now and actually feeling kind of good, you know what I'm saying? Feeling kind of good. Definitely blessed for this energy right now, man, because I tell you what, yesterday I got nothing done and I slept, and then when I woke up this morning, it's like the same situation. You know, well, today was a little different because I was with my son and couldn't really start working until about 2:30. So I got all the orders packed. I responded to all the emails, and I'm working on this stuff in here. And, you know, maybe I can finish the inventory tonight and have it somewhat presentable in here to where, you know, we in business, you know what I'm saying? I think that'll be ideal, man. That'll be extremely ideal. And I'm feeling good about everything right now. I just got because you guys know I do content stuff. I just got a position with somebody doing their content, and I start in February. So, I mean, that's only freaking 10 days away. So I start like a new position in February. And, you know, I already struggle with trying to put enough time into my business. But I also struggle with, trying to pay myself a reasonable amount. Because, you know, I need to pay rent. I got to provide for my family. You know, I have to do all of the things that are necessary. And I'm kind of doing it all on a dreamer budget. And it's difficult because when you run a business, you know, the thing you got to invest into is into your business. You know, a lot of people they say, oh, you got to invest your money in like multiple assets and do all this. It's like, that's true, but that mainly only works if, you know, you're investing money from a job or you have extra money from your business if you're running a business. But the reality is, if you're running a business, when you have extra money, you need to put that back into your business if you want your business to succeed. And I haven't been able to do it as much recently because I'm fully reliant on my brand to pay all the bills, you know, and it's working right now. But the difficult part is every time that I pay myself, that's money that I'm taking out of my business. And I've had to take a lot of money out of my business to pay myself, to keep up with things, and to pay myself to be, you know, full-time doing this. And I don't think the work that I do for this brand is worth the full-time position that I kind of have to give myself if this is what I want to do. And you know, there's multiple sides to it, because there's a side of, well, then you need to do more work. You need to put in more time and, you know, earn that salary that you're paying yourself. And that is true, absolutely. But there's also, I mean, that's the main part. But there's also the part of the things that I'm doing in this business right now. They do require a lot of time, and I need to put more time and effort and energy into it. But I don't really know how to put it. Basically, I'm accepting this position with this other said person, because I, first off, think I can help him grow his social media. And, I'm back in my heyday. I'm really one of the goats at this stuff. And I think I can help him grow. But also, it helps me not have to think about where I'm going to get my money at and take away from my own business. And I can utilize, I used to have that job at the gym that I was talking about earlier to you guys about the workout plan and stuff. And I was getting paid pretty good at the gym. And then what happened is I said, man, I really need to go all in on Dreamer. And I really need to, lock in tenfold and give it everything I got, and I'm not spending enough time, and I can spend more time. And that was 100% true, because I did that. I've been full-time. That's the last job that I had. And I've been full-time doing this since. And, exactly what I said I needed to do, I did. And I did see tremendous growth. But I say often, dude, I should have kept that position, because that position was doing nothing but helping, first off, build stability for myself with another stream of income. And then it helped me with networking and organization, organization. I don't know, sometimes my words don't be clicking. But yeah, it helped me be organized, and helped me network and all type of stuff like that. And then, my ego got in the way, and I thought that I was better than the program, and I left. And, I kind of regretted it after a couple of months, because I'm like, dang, bro, I still could have been working there. I still could have been pocketing that bread, but my brand still would have been doing the same no matter what. Because if we're being honest, other people like Adam or a couple influencers that have wore the brand, those are the main people giving exposure. My face and these videos and the Dreamer videos, those give some exposure, but it's not that much. It's not that much different. So I could have had the same amount of growth with Dreamer, but kept working at that place and been pocketing that money. And instead of living in an apartment, I probably could have bought a house. So my goal is, when I'm working with this dude, is to give it my all, and really try my best. And it's a remote thing. I only got to be in person 1 day a week. So I'm still here. I could literally do the work for his stuff in here if I wanted to. It's not that much. It is a lot of work, and it's going to be a lot of time. But honestly, the gym job was more demanding as far as time, because I had to be there every day for 6-7 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I'm making more doing what I'm about to do right now. And then on top of that is I can pay myself less from Dreamer. I don't need to pay myself that much. And, I'm only doing it for a 3-month trial type of thing, to just see how much growth we can curate and push, and after that 3 months we're going to reevaluate. But I really hope that it works out in those 3 months, because we get to the other side of that 3 months, there's more opportunity, more growth potential and all that. And then I'm telling you, I'm just tired of relying on this business to pay for everything. And I want this business to be a side hustle that's cranking bread. Because if this is a side hustle and I'm making the bread that it's making right now, it's a phenomenal side hustle. And then it's going to be a multi-million-dollar brand very, very soon, because I'm able to just pour back in. Instead of having to pay myself a couple thousand every once in a while, that can go towards more inventory. And, let's say I pay myself $3,000 one month. $3,000 worth of inventory, that's a decent amount of inventory. So, I don't know. I really hope that I can remain focused. I also hope that I can provide a lot of value. That's the most important part to me right now, is I want to provide value, and I don't want to halfway do it, man. I have a hard time with halfway doing some things, and it's because I'll either get bored or be like, oh, I don't see the value in this, or I don't know why, like why I chose to do this, or I just make whatever reason to not do the work. And I've kind of always been like that. Excuse me. And I want to change that, especially with this opportunity, because it could really, it can really impact my life and his as well. Because if what I'm doing is actually working and actually helping his stuff grow, then it's butter, you know what I mean? And then I can be doing this and not so worried. This is the big thing with clothing brands, especially when I'm full. My income is fully reliant on this right now. So I feel very rushed to do drops. I feel very rushed for everything. And when you're rushed doing stuff, you tend to get sloppy with things, and stop paying so much attention to the details that are extremely important. And 2026, I really want to get the details down. The details in all of my life. That's why I'm tracking things, man, because details are important. How much calories did I have? How much, time did I spend here? What amount of water did I drink in a day? And just having knowledge, having the analytics of things that I'm doing is going to help, because it helps with that self-inventory to make sure that, I'm the things that are working and that are a good spend of my time, I want to continue to do those. And things that I'm wasting my time doing, I want to cut those things out and get rid of them, because I don't know. It's something about being a dad now, as cliche as it might be. It's something about being a dad that really has me like thinking in a whole different fashion right now. So that's a reason why I'm not really worried about this job like taking too much of my time or anything like that, because I think that I will appreciate it, and I will be efficient, and I will get things done and make things happen and really help their social media grow, like I'm getting hired to do. So I don't know. I'm excited about that. I think it'll be good. And then it helps me with things like the size charts or being able to sample products. Because a big thing with this is I need my turnaround times to be quick. I need to order and then get it and then sell it. And I don't really have time for content. I don't really have time to make sure that the sizing and the material is just exactly what we want. And if I'm trying to build anything that has longevity, I need to be thinking about these things. So that's like one of those things, man, is trying my best to grow this without feeling like being distracted from other things, while also benefiting from other things. Because if I'm there's trade-offs. Like, okay, I lock in all on Dreamer and that's all I do. There's a very big limitation as of right now. Now, there's a lot of pros because, okay, that's all I got to think about. As far as work, I don't need to think about anything else. But the difficult part is when, when it's not hitting right, when the sales ain't what they're projected to be, and you're just out here kind of winging it and then expecting to live and provide for your family off of it. And I know that I can, but again, I want to be able to take a little bit longer process without having to force anything, because then the drops will be 10 times harder and the clothes will be tested out, and maybe we can even have more leverage with manufacturers and stuff like that, because I'm not in such a rush. I don't need to pay what I'm gonna pay. I can negotiate a little bit, or I can find more local suppliers, or I can get the screen print machine and start doing some stuff myself as well. And I don't know, really testing products out and stuff, because when Dreamer blew up, I mean, it hasn't like blown up, but it did blow up. At the end of the day, we have a bunch of orders. Like, I don't post any content, and we got plenty orders still coming in. Every single day I got orders. And when Dreamer like popped off, it's like, okay, now I got to keep feeding these people. I got to keep dropping new things and buying new things and doing it this way. Rocky. Bro, I forgot Rocky was in here. Good boy. Rock, you being a good boy. Look at him. Rock, you being a good boy. Huh? He's a good boy. Yeah. I mean, you guys get it, man. You guys get it. I'm preaching to the choir here, man. You guys understand me. But, yeah, I got to get this inventory done. And I'm looking forward to this new opportunity, man. I pray that I can treat it as an opportunity and not treat it as, you know, something that is getting in the way of my own growth. Because that's what I did at the gym, man. I treated the job that I did at the gym like it was in the way of my dream. And that was dumb. And that was very immature. And honestly, I should have stayed there for 2 years, because I would have had, you know, $50K in the bank probably, or $30K in the bank, I don't know. And been in a better position financially now to be able to say, oh, I got this. Okay, let me buy a bunch of inventory, or I can afford these samples out of my own pocket if I need to, you know. That's really where I need to get to. So hopefully the 3 months goes well, to where he's like, all right, bro, let's lock in something more important, or more serious, and let's take this to the next level. And, you know, he also said that, you know, if we're making progress in that first 3 months, that, you know, I'm going to get a significant pay increase. So that's not bad. I'm also a suspect of this, but a lot of people feel like they can't do other things and have a dream to do something. Like, oh, I gotta be, especially in today's age with social media and comparison, and I'm guilty of it myself, and maybe even guilty of teaching other people this or preaching it to them, of like chasing their dream. And, you know, I was a person that I quit jobs because of opportunities that I had doing different things. And I praise that mentality. Like, when you have an opportunity to jump, you gotta jump. But there's something with building something that you can jump to, I think is also valuable, especially when you have a family. Because now having a family, I'm not jumping by myself. I'm jumping with my wife, my son, my dog, my rent, all of the bills. I'm jumping with that. So whatever we're landing on, we are going to be landing with more velocity. So whatever we're landing on needs to be stable, or it'll sink. When I was by myself, I could jump on whatever I wanted to, because it's just me. I can fail and live back at my mom's and go again. That's over. That phase in my life is over. Not the chasing your dream, but the delusional part of the chasing your dream. That's over for me. You know, now I'm in that different stage, bro. I can't, it's not possible. Now things need to be thought out, because I got to explain them to other people. I got to explain things to my wife. Hey, we're moving across the country. I can't just do it. I got to make it make sense for everybody. So I think this is a good opportunity for me to not be so stressed out too, and I can just focus on being creative and working and, you know, sitting back at that point, letting everything else do what it's supposed to do, and not over complicating the process and trying to rush myself, because rushing yourself rushing yourself to get something, like to succeed, it almost sends you backwards, because when you rush things, you miss a lot of details, and it's almost like lusting with your eyes over another job or another opportunity or more money or something like that, and then you forget what the real goal is. The goal isn't for me to be full-time. That's where I messed up. My goal was to be full-time. Oh, I want to work full-time for Dreamer. That was my goal. And that's where I messed up, because I lost sight of the actual goal, and the actual goal is building longevity and building a business that actually will be around without me here. And me working for the business and only working for the business and having to pay all my bills with the business, that's counterproductive to my actual dream and my actual goal. Because if I run a business, would I hire somebody on when I'm not necessarily in the position to sustain that position, like being given to somebody? Or if I'm not getting the benefit that if I'm spending more than what I am getting based on their input, then that person would have to be let go. And maybe not even like a fire thing, but like laid off, or the position might not make sense. And I'm in that position right now. I am in a position that I'm overpaying myself and I'm underworking. And it's because I'm still trying to figure it all out. I'm trying to figure out what is the process. I'm trying to make my SOPs and set up all the systems in the brand and stuff like that. And that is a high paying job, but it's difficult when I'm paying for that job to be done, and the money really needs to be invested back into the business with ads and with products and with samples. That's where the money needs to go, So I'm excited for this new chapter, man. And this video ended up adding on let's see how long this is, 20 minutes? Yeah, 22-minute segment onto the end of this video that was already had a little heat to it. Sorry guys for the long video, but I'm honestly grateful that I'm getting more comfortable on camera. I'm grateful that I feel like, we kind of have a relationship. It's almost like I'm talking to you guys like I know that you're watching. In the first vlog, not saying that this one's really any better, but I'm definitely flowing with my thoughts a lot better and having things to talk about each day without it being like, oh yeah, chase your dream, because that's real, and that is the basis of the Dreamer brand, but there's a lot more that goes into it. Like, I'm not just out here chasing my dream. I'm all of these other things. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a Christian, I'm an entrepreneur, I got a dog, I go to the gym, I'm overweight, trying to lose weight. There's so many different things, and I think where my life experiences and things that I'm going through or things that are happening, there's more valuable things than just owning a business or just owning a clothing brand. Like, I am so much more than that in my life. Honestly, I've only been a clothing brand owner for 5 years, and it's only been, somewhat successful for 2.5 years. It's not like I've been doing this 30 years and I'm freaking Virgil. I'm not even trying to do that. I'm more so trying to be Shaq. Shaq in Walmart. Let me get in Walmart. Put the Dreamer shorts in Walmart. I'll sell them for $18.99 in Walmart. Don't care. Every Walmart in the country, I'm at that point extremely wealthy. People will be trying to have these fashion brands like, oh, I'm going to charge $120 for a hoodie. It's all BS, because it's all the same suppliers. It's all the same stuff that everybody's using, and there's nothing special about your French Terry hoodie with puff print and bedazzles all over it. Like, there's nothing that's $120, or there's nothing in that's worth $120. It's just perception, and some people get away with it, and some people are able to do that, and that's good for them, and I hope that they continue to succeed with that. But unless you're really a high-level designer, you will not be able to sustain that level of margin. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So for me, that's not even my goal. My goal is to get really big in the football space and to get in these stores. I don't care if it's Walmart. I don't care if it's Target. I don't care if it's Scheels or Dick's. I think that if it's Scheels, that is the closest thing to accurate that I think is like happening soon. If we can get into Scheels, that's a different ball game. And now, we're making a little bit bigger money on contracts and stuff, and that's something else that I want to work on and want to build. And I really need to find the balance too of doing this brand, also doing these videos, and also working for the content like management type position. If I'm gonna do that, I need to find balance, because like right now I'm sitting here talking to you guys. Is this wasting 22 minutes? Well, not necessarily, because I'm getting something done, and I got it done. The thing that I needed to get done, honestly, I got these 4 pairs of shorts left that I need to bag, and I'm done with the shorts rebagging, and it was, like I said, 50 something pairs of shorts. So yes, I'm being productive, but there's sometimes that I'm not, and I set the camera up and it's like, what was I just down there doing for that amount of time? I just wasted 45 minutes talking to you guys, and then about nothing too, because I'm like, well, I want to do this and I want to do this, but instead of me actually doing it, I'm just talking to you guys about it. So the goal is to change that, and to make it to where I'm providing value in these videos, but also doing things in these videos and not just being stagnant and sitting in the chair and doing a podcast. I hate to say it, but at least right now in my life, as much as I wanted to do podcasts and just get paid for sitting down and yapping my jaws, I think that I'm done with that goal, because I think it's honestly stupid. Like, I love it, but I think that there's more value in this than there is podcasts, and I have already been way more consistent with this than I ever have been with podcasts, and this is technically the same thing. I'm just able to do it wherever. I don't have to sit down and not be active. I can get things done and still do the podcast. I think that this is the best form of it, and over time I'll figure out a way to make it better and make it more entertaining. But as of right now, it's just doing it. But again, I've been the most consistent. This is 10 days in a row filming. 10 days in a row that I've been on camera talking to you guys. 10 days in a row, bro. Like, I'm so happy about that, because 10 days in a row is great progress for me, coming from a guy that, can't keep anything consistent. Can't keep my diet consistent, can't go to the gym, for more than 6 days in a row. And it's all change that needs to happen. It's all growth that I'm working on. But this is great progress. This is phenomenal progress, honestly, man, because I am a big talker, and I like to tell people my plans before I do them, and I like to tell people what I'm working on or what I've been doing, and then I stop. So I want to become more of a doer. Still a dreamer, absolutely. People think that you got to be a doer or a dreamer, but I think a dreamer, like, you can be a dreamer that just sits there and you just dream all day, or you can be a dreamer that gets things done. I just want to be a dreamer that gets things done. I want to continue to dream and have these dreams that like make no sense, that they're so big, but then also on the back end be really doing the work to make it happen. So appreciate you guys staying around for that extra, watching the video to this point anyway. But if you were watching and then you were like, oh, he's ending the video, and then I continued to yap for probably 30 minutes at this point. Yeah, almost exactly 30 minutes. This is its own podcast right here. So this is going to be a long video. But thank you guys that are supporting this right now. And I feel great about this, honestly, because I get to release something that I've been trying to release mentally, and being able to yap and do my podcast. And then I get to be consistent with that. But then also I get to, build a a community on here for the people that tune in. You know, there's a couple people that tune into every single video. And you guys that are tuning into every single video, I just think that that's incredible. And that is a goal that I do have with this, is like at some point my videos are good and I'm talking about things that people want to hear about, and I'm not just yapping about, well, I want to do this. I can't wait till there's actual change and you see the change and we move out of this place into a bigger spot. And then I've been in the gym so long that you're seeing my muscles through this. You're seeing my biceps and triceps and shoulders through this hoodie right here. And I've made all that growth, but then I also have videos of the entire process because I haven't missed a freaking day, you know, of filming and uploading. Like, imagine that. That's what's firing me up right now. That's what has me lit, is because I know that we're 10 days in right now. I know that at day 90, I'm going to be a different person. I know that at day 180 or 360 or 500, I'm going to be a different human. I'm going to look different, feel different, talk different, think different. Everything's going to be shifted, and I'll be in a different position. You know, especially if I'm doing videos like this and they're holding me accountable, which is, it is at the end of the day. It's not only holding me accountable to keep filming videos, but it's holding me accountable to do the things in my life. I'm coming back to you guys and I'm admitting to my wrongs, as far as I ate like this. I didn't go to the gym. I did this other thing that I told you guys I wasn't going to do anymore. I'm admitting it to you guys, and then it's making me like focus on it and then overcome it, because I don't want to have to admit it to you guys again. I don't want to say, bruh, it's Friday again. I had pizza again. I told you guys last week. No, I want to overcome it. I want to, you know, I want to be very precise, you know. So thank you guys for tuning in to this. Thanks for watching this extra long video that I've tried to end 16 times. Thanks for watching me bag up all this stuff. You guys could have helped. You could have grabbed some shorts or put some stuff in a bag yourself. You could have packed some orders earlier. You could have lifted some weights in the gym for me too. But yeah, man, it's about time to call it a night. I'm gonna bag up this last pair of shorts, and then I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man.